So everyone will be out here on soft. He'll be the first out of the pit lane though. That is my question. We've got at least one car from every team here. But the teams with two cars are AlphaTauri, Mercedes, Ferrari, Red Bull, and maybe Aston Martin. Someone is out first. It's Rise Verde 81. Could that be a statement of intent to take pole and the win today? I don't know. Red Band Beam says it's a surprise session. Thank you for letting me know. So it's the Alpine to be the first one out on track. Of course, they had a very strong showing in pre-season. But so did quite a few drivers. I think strategy was definitely his downfall there. And strategy can be wavering sometimes from him. But I think when he gets the strategy right and it's a good day and he's quick, he is really quick. Definitely, I'd say he's putting up contention for the championship in the main series even when that gets going. Last corners now AlphaTauri backing up a Mercedes. Last corner for Rise Verde to start the first ever official qualifying lap of the season. DRS wide open there and closed it quite early, I think. Again, slightly later than DRS opening there. But so far, it seems to be a pretty good lap. Maybe leaving a bit of margin out there to improve with later. You don't really want to put everything out there on the first lap. Purple Sector 1, which is to be expected, running quite a low setup to the floor there, it seems, by the amount of sparks coming off it. Of course, Rise Verde took his first ever pole position in the 2022 Summer Series on the last game at Singapore. Yeah, it was at Singapore. Was in with a chance to win that race, but got caught in a collision with Harrison, which then put him into myself. Purple Sector 2 did get a bit scruffy though, so might be beaten by the AlphaTauri behind, but a very nice last corner. The car is low on the ERS, and it will be a 105.9. The first time this season, it will be an AlphaTauri who is next to the line of Adora, who's P2 with a 6.1. Adora is just for 6.0. Red Bull will be next to the line of MC Party 8.2 from that car there. Not sure who'll be next. I think it's on the Williams. It'll be OJ English next. He goes P. Wait, it was Rocky Banana in front. Right, Rocky Banana went P6 for the 107.0. I Like Animal went P also 6 now. Everyone has done laps. Oh, there's a spun McLaren. That could only be Reese, who topped the timing sheets by 0.3 with a 5.6. I completely lost track of everything going on there. Quite a few cars doing laps at once. But about 3 minutes into this session, we are looking at Reese from Rise, from Dorado, from Karma, from Adoro for your top 5. Broughton from Animal, from Banana, from Party, from English, from 5 to 10th. Though English must have an invalid lap. That's a slow Alpine. Everything is going a bit wrong here. It seems there's a pass off track. That can only be Animal who has deposited that car in the gravel. Hesitant there from the Williams as well. I think that was Banana. Bit of a mad start here today, isn't it? Pixels coming up to start a lap. OJ English jumps P2 for the Williams on a 5.8. No retirements from the session just yet. There's a few more times that gone on. Panda sticks out with a 6.0. And Broughton with a 6.3, I think. So Pixels comes through to start a lap as the AlphaTauri of Curly deposits that one in the gravel trap through turn 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back on board with Pixels, DRS wide open into turn 3. Took that apex very nicely. I have to be careful not to get on that sausage curb on exit. Else I'm expecting big things from Pixels today. Also, was definitely within definitely was having a shout at the win last season we came here. Will they be able to do it again? Of course, new cars, new handling model, very wide touch. The barrel, but goes purple to the second sector. Pixels once more demonstrating that same pace we saw last time, even in these new regulations of cars. Very wide through the penultimate corner. Very nice run into turn 10. The lap was valid. It will be a 6-0, putting in P4. Curly. No, that's not Curly. That's his teammate, Adoro Tay. Just pulls off to let some of these cars past as Pixels spins it at turn 1. So, only car yet to leave the pit lane is the Ferrari of Prix. As Sam and Baker joins into the session, tiny bit late, but welcome to qualifying. You've got 11 and a half minutes left to put a lap on the board. Still plenty of time. Interested to see what the situation is with Friesch. What is their plan? Two Red Bulls might be getting up something, maybe giving each other some tow. Party leads, pulls into the lane, followed by his teammate of Panda. Who have we got on a lap here? We've got Dorothea going slow, just letting these cars through. That's a outlap from Reese, but we will sit on board with him because I think he might be a title protagonist. Broughton was 3 tenths up and finished a lap 0.1 behind somehow. Ooh, there is a slight delta glitch, so that might have been part of it. But as well, it's easy to lose time here. It's such a short circuit that the margins are close. I mean, if you look from 4th to 6th, not even half a tenth between them. Anyway, Reese, nice run out of turn 1, keeps the DRS wide open. Purple to the first sector. A very nice lap from the McLaren driver. DRS opens on the run to turn 4. Interested to see if this will be another purple sector or not. As well as noting, Friesch is finally starting on an outlap. There's going to emerge in some traffic by the looks of that minimap. Williams has spun at turn 1, Pixels is 4th. Broughton thinking he can find half a second with a good lap. I mean, that's definitely possible. And that would put you, P2, front row. It's a pretty tidy final sector there from Reese, using all the curbing on exit, just what you want to do. Improves to a 5.2. An absolutely stellar lap for the McLaren driver. There's a slight bit of queuing going on up here at turn 1, not sure quite what's gone on. I think Williams just slowing to let everyone go through. Friesch has started their first lap of the day. Currently is their first flying lap. This season they weren't here in pre-season, so they were on holiday, attempting to climb a fish, from what I'm told. It's looked so well from what part of the lap we've seen. It's been a very tidy run through the second sector, now into the third. Push that track, it's a tiny bit in the third sector, that's what we want to do, really use that curb. I think this is going to be quite a good lap. It's a 5.6, putting them P4. Curly says they can only spin on both that out and in lap. I mean, as long as you don't spill in your flyer, that's what you want to do. Dorado complaining about being blocked by Rocky Banana, that's really unfortunate. Still, it's not the end of the session, which is something you can... You've got 8.5 minutes still. Mercedes has dropped it. That's Karma going off at turn 8. Mercedes seemingly having a few issues this qualifying session, but looking to get things ironed out. Pixels also having problems at turn 4. Of course, we do have some Mercedes and some Red Bull cars here, so we might see a repeat of what's happened in that corner for the last 2 years. Just pulls off and lets the Williams past. So, this looks to be an in-lap from the Aston Martin driver. Yes, it is. Right quiet on track now, but I think Party is coming around the final corner to finish a lap, really using track limits there. And doesn't improve, must be setting up to start a new flying lap. I think Panda's done the same, but Banana now out on track. You can see that car has been through the gravel a few times. That is undeniable, just from how dirty it is. So it's a Ferrari 4-5 as Rocky Banana loops it out of turn 4. We'll have to get out of the way of anyone coming up. It'll be Animal next, who also skips it into the gravel. Adoro Tay next, and you're wondering what on earth has gone on here. There's 2 cars in the gravel. Oh, yikes, that's really unfortunate. Spun at T1 and got hit out of the pit lane. That makes me wonder, any grid penalties? Nope. Someone has sped in the pit lane. But aside from that, all good. No one has been very naughty yet. Rocky Banana seems to be struggling to get that car going again. Might have some hot tyres, dirty tyres. Just have to be careful with your throttle inputs in that situation. Loops it again. Might be best to take the II around in that situation. A bit of stacking up here between an AlphaTauri and a Mercedes. Is that a Doro? It's not a Doro, but a Doro's the next one coming up as he gets a slight kick of oversteer through that corner there at turn 4, turn 3 even. His teammate Curly circulating very slowly on the track. They might be trying to organise some kind of tow, I don't know. I think that's Rocky who's gone off again. Has the AlphaTauri behind, which would probably be looking to then go past, but they are racing side by side. AlphaTauri pulls out of it, not wanting to risk the car. Red Burn Bean's controller dies, that's quite unfortunate, but Rocky Banana comes through to start another flying lap, but those softs might be quite warm. Of course, has Curly right behind, so this could lead to an interesting situation. Mercedes exiting pit lane ahead, Williams seeming slightly more cautious. Curly's moving to make a move, but Rocky backs out of it. Not quite sure what the objective is now, but props them for getting out of the way. Prix comes through to start the lap as Rise Verde finishes one. A 5.1 going purple with 4.5 minutes left. Is that Karma going to be next in line? No, Karma's just behind. Dorado will be next in line. Doesn't improve, but Freach is up by 1/10.5. Slightly quicker time, and that will be enough to pip Karma, who has just made a mistake out of turn 5. Speaking of mistakes, oh no, Freach bowls one into the pit lane. So it'll be Broughton. He will be the next Ferrari to the line. Penultimate calling out for Broughton. Will he finish up, or will he send this one into the... And he stays out, so he's going to have to really work that car around this track quickly to get in time. DRS Open does a 5-5, pips his teammate. Ferrari having quite a strong showing here as a team so far. Also, we're going to start to see a few cars coming out of the pit lane now. Savonic and I'm going slightly behind, just darts off the track to let these two come through. Doesn't want to take any more risks than he has to. Okay. So red badge, Rocky Dorado saying he's struggling a bit. Yeah, that Mercedes doesn't look quite as solid as you want it to be. Karma, though, in the Mercedes, jumps to a 5.2. Pips Reese by, I think, 16 milliseconds, that is. Two purple and green. Wow! Yeah, the margins are really tight, but I think Rise must have got a really good sector in the one you made green. Something slightly from Karma. I think most of the drivers just getting ready to do final laps now, maybe taking these ones slightly slower than they otherwise would. But OJ English is a driver who is preparing to start a lap. Has FV Pixels just in front as well. Both cars on flyers. Pixels nearly has a back end, well, loses the back end a little bit through turn 1, but keeps the car going. I think this excitement is going to decide what happens. And he aborts the lap. OJ English goes through as Freesh disconnects. Let me send you an invite, Freesh, if I can find your name. There we go. See it, Carly gets us 5th place for a collision with Rise Verde. So Rise Verde won't get the opportunity to go for another lap. I'm not quite sure what's gone on there. But that Alpine might be missing part of its wing. We can't get a good camera angle on it. I would be quite interested to know what occurred there. Not long left as Reese comes to start his final lap of the day. Yellow flags out everywhere. I think there's a slow AlphaTauri. There's a slow Alpine in the 3rd sector as well. 30 seconds remain, so this is your last opportunity to start a flying lap. Adorote retires. I hope that wasn't on track. Reese gets blocked a little bit by that AlphaTauri. Karma also retires in the pit lane, and Reese aborts the lap. Definitely is not happy with that AlphaTauri, and I think that might have been Adoro retiring on track. Just by the looks of how that car parked it. The session comes to a close as Broughton spins at turn 1. Who else have we got doing laps? Rise's wing is okay, is on a flying lap. But by the looks of things, might not need it. Quite a few drivers making mistakes on their last runs. The Red Bull in front just darts off to let him pass. That's what we like to see, just some respect between these drivers. Rise Verde, that Alpine, again, it looks so very pointed. I think Adore binned it. I don't think he did, because the car looked to retire on track, but I don't know. Rise goes even faster for a 4.9. Curly saying he got brake checked. I can't confirm that, but if you have a clip of it, throw it in clip submissions and it will get reviewed. It's Reese next to the line, as well as JL Broughton, but both cars making mistakes on their final lap. So that is the qualifying order settled as Pixels returns to the pit lane. Reese just pulling it up next to the pit wall. Carefully don't get disqualified. That's Reese across the line. And it's just Broughton in the Ferrari to come past. Some really quite close margins today. You've got 7 milliseconds separating 8th and 9th? And Broughton brings it into the pit lane. Just waiting on Broughton's car to put in. That's the sign having tires might be. Yeah, that's a good point. It's not a bad idea. Anyway, Rise Verde takes pole for Alpine, followed by the Mercedes of Karma and the McLaren of Reese. It's brought on and Frisch behind in the Ferraris, followed by a restored Panda for the Red Bull, OG English for Williams, Adora for AlphaTauri, and Dorado for Mercedes, with Pixels starting 10th in the Aston Martin. I like Anol, starts 11th in the Haas, followed by Curly for the AlphaTauri, Banana for the Williams, and Party for the Red Bull, but Curly has a 5th place, so we'll drop him to the back. So, the formation lap gets underway after a hectic qualifying for your season opener. Rise Verde took pole for Alpine and is joined on the front row by the Mercedes of Karma. Reese in the McLaren is behind them, with Broughton and Frisch behind him in 4th and 5th for the Ferrari outfit. Panda in the Red Bull took 6th, with English in the Williams taking 7th, Adoro 8th for AlphaTauri, Dorado 9th for Mercedes, and Pixels rounds out the top 10 for Aston Martin. From there it is Animal, Banana, Party, Curly and Salmon as Adoro Tay spins that AlphaTauri. Jack 426, if we could ask you not to spam in caps, it would be appreciated. Because I saw... Oh, that's a huge impact between Adora and Pixels there. Anyone got an explanation for that? Oh no. Well, right, Adora has pinged Pixels in the Discord and apologising. Cool. I don't know why Rise has gone so far up front, so he's going to have to let all the temperature come out of those tyres. Dora just saying he wasn't focused, that's fair. Jack Moore saying Karma will win. Oh yeah, Karma! Yep, yes, Karma is in fact the driver and not, you're not just being like, the universe will win. Rise really backing up this field, but there's also a lot more backing up going on further down. Salmon hopped in the McLaren, that's not quite the right car. But so be it. Demon's not here, so it doesn't have much of an effect. Oh, I've lost the Stream Manager apparently. Right, Stream Manager is back, so I have chat again. So, Rise Verde pulls in to his pole position grid slot, angling that car nice and aggressively, gets disqualified though. It'll be Karma next, angles the car very aggressively for an attack. Reese slots in behind, points that car slightly to the left. Jamie TC09, thank you for the follow. Your predicted pit stop chassis is on screen. Quite a few drivers have parked properly. Dorado eases the car in. There's Animal, Banana, and we are getting ready to go. It's 5 lights here in Austria, and we are away officially for FVC2. Rise gets a good start. There's a bit of rain that's come off behind. I think that might be off Rocky Banana. We are through turn 1 just about, I think. So Pixels has dropped quite a few positions to them on. It doesn't look like it. We are going. Panda gets past Frisch. It's all carnage at turn 3, but everyone gets past. Broughton displaces Reese for a podium position. Rise keeps a dominant lead out front. Salmon gets past Animal just behind. McLaren versus the Haas, and now Party is looking to side of the move, but can't quite get there. Reese now on the back of Broughton, looking to get a good run. That McLaren goes around, tried to go around the outside of turn 8, goes towards the outside for turn 9. Fires that car right on the outside, but just about keeps the wings there. I thought it was going to have to back out, but maybe not. Round the outside of the final corner. They're 3 wide running towards the line as Rise Verde goes purple with a 10.9. Panda seem to get in front for a tiny bit as Curly speeds in the pit lane, possibly going for a new wing. It's all a bit chaotic as Panda has had a huge off. Maybe contact led to that spin. Full virtual safety car has been deployed as a result. So let's take a look at our lineup after a chaotic first lap and corner. Rise leads from Karma, who leads from Broughton, from Reese, from Frisch, from English, from Dorado, from Baker, from Adoro, from Animal, from Party, from Pixels, from Banana, from Panda, and from Curly. Of course, Panda's wing coming off there in that collision would be the reason for this virtual safety car. And in fact, let's have a look. What tyres is everyone on? Everyone on the softer side from English, Banana, and Curly. Now I'm interested here. Are we going to see anyone come in? Are we going to see anyone risk it? Could be a good situation to try and take them to the end. Rise baits pit lane, doesn't go in, nor does Karma. Broughton no, Reese no, Frisch no, English no, Dorado no. Adoro Tay is the one to brave it. And no one else, aside from Panda, who often needs a wing, goes in. So, virtual safety car should be ending shortly as Curly gets a drive-through for speeding under the virtual safety car. And it's Broughton versus Frisch it's English versus Frisch even. On the safety car restart. English trying to go around the outside as Restore kind of retires in the pit lane. Frisch looking up the inside still. Both cars with DRS really vying for the position into turn 4. Frisch goes up the inside. They're going to make a lovely move on that Williams. But the Williams keeps it there. It's a fantastic bit of wheel-to-wheel action in the middle sector. Frisch goes round the outside of the Williams. Williams though keeping that front wing alongside. Frisch finally gets ahead as Reese has also jumped Broughton on that restart. Of course, this Frisch-English battle might be one that continues, but for the moment it is not. Karma goes purple in the Mercedes with an 8.7. We could see a fight for the lead, but there's also a fight for 5th. English having a look on Frisch, but doesn't quite get it done as Rocky Banana drops it out of the final corner. Salmon starting to put a bit of pressure on the heart of Animal. Might look to the inside. Just breaks a tiny bit earlier to keep the DRS for this next straight as Curly drops it in the middle sector as well. Pixels also gets past Animal, who has completely lost DRS, but Pixels also looking to make a move on Salmon. It's around the outside into turn 4. Aston versus McLaren, but Pixels just nudged off track slightly, loses the position again to Animal. Of course, Party could be looking to come in and join this fight soon if things don't go their way. But it's 2.5 tenths between the leaders. It's Alpine versus Mercedes, the same story we saw before. Rise went purple, then Karma went purple, and then Reese went purple, all within a tenth of each other. This could be another three-way fight for the lead as Pixels drops it out of the final corner. Doesn't quite end up saving it like he did last season. Karma having a very late look into turn 3. Rise gets forced off the track as a result. And that will invite Reese to come and have a battle with Karma. Reese just uses the extra straight line speed that McLaren has to get past, used the better exit perhaps. Something has gone behind. Sam Baker is in trouble at turn 3. So it's the old two from France. It's Reese against Rise Verde as Rocky Banana drops it at the exit of turn 3. And of course, it's not, you can't discount the two Ferraris from this, only 2 seconds back. Anything could happen here. In an ideal world, those two Ferraris could work together, try and catch up with this fight for the lead, make it a 5-car fight. Dorado comes in slightly early, going to take the medium to the end. And of course, a well-timed safety car for someone like English. Good team take the lead, but Frisch gets past Broughton round the outside. These two Ferraris are having a squabble, but so are Reese and Rise. Reese looks left, looks right, chooses the left side. Is going to try and take the outside into turn 4, keeps it there. It's brilliant wheel-to-wheel action between these two. Nice and respectful, enough space being left. Reese gets up the inside, Rise had a look, tried to do the under and over, but it doesn't quite work out. For the second season in a row, it's some great racing from Austria. Behind Broughton and Friesch, the two Ferraris. Broughton got back past Friesch, but now Friesch is looking to do it again into the penultimate corner. Friesch takes the position as Reese and Karma all go into the lane. So does Broughton. Friesch stays out an extra lap. So, Dorado clearly attempting an undercut there. There's a yellow flag. That could have been a very well-timed stop because Banana has had issues, though no safety car is deployed. So it's English and Friesch once more. English trying to look around the outside of that Ferrari. Got ahead into the corner, but now Friesch will have DRS as we run into turn 4. I'm going to turn lap from yourself. If you can do it safely, yes. Friesch uses the DRS to just stay ahead of that Williams. It's soft versus medium, so that medium has been quite a strong race tie historically. Rocky again drops it at the final corner. OJ English having a look under Friesch. It's not quite gonna happen. So Friesch stays ahead as we were very near to seeing a safety car. Be interesting if Rise comes in this lap. Yes, he does, as Pixels drops in the turn 1. Oh, but there's contact between English and Friesch. English spins, doesn't pick up any damage though, so we'll try and continue with that Williams. Currently leaves the session in the Alpha Tauri. So our next closest fight is Adoro and Party. Broughton tucking in behind, so Broughton is going to... Oh no, Broughton loses an end plate on the back of Party. Just took a much faster run into that corner than Party did. So Rise into the pit lane, so Reese has now jumped Rise on circuit. Maybe a slower pit stop there from Rise has also been jumped by Karma. It's all gone a bit mad, so Friesch gets out on track after a pit stop, but it's 3 cars once more in this fight for the net lead in Austria. So people of the YouTube, throw us your predictions in the description at this point. It's lap 18, lap 8 even. Reese putting time on Karma, who is in turn putting time on Reese though. So unless something goes catastrophically wrong, this could be a nice victory for Reese. You're going to take some break for water. Broughton and Adoro now having a bit of a struggle, because Broughton is missing the left side end plate, and you can see that, but he's going to keep that car out, keep trying to go with it. Of course, Adoro Tay was the car who optimistically boxed the medium way through. Adoro Tay gets out the way, lets Broughton go by as the Heart of Animal drops it in the middle sector. Just brings the thing back on track. It's Banana versus Pixels for P12 now. Both cars just staying single file for the moment, neither car really wanting to risk it. Of course, Pixels does have the fresh mediums in this situation, so should be able to put a move on quite easily. However, further up, there is Adoro on the back of Broughton now. Things have calmed down slightly at the halfway mark of this race, but I think things are going to hot up quite soon. Rise is starting to put good time on Karma. OJ English pulls into the pit lane, so that will give Reese back the lead as Rise goes purple with a 6.9. Is really catching Karma, braking so much later, really using the track surface as much as possible, maximising those curbs. And of course Karma has now lost DRS to Reese. Maybe, yes, he officially has now. So, what happens here? Rise with DRS will be rapidly closing up to Karma, looks to the right, chooses the left again under the outside. All the drivers favouring to attack on the outside there. Keeps that wing alongside, but Karma just holds the position. 10th and a half separate these two as Karma makes a mistake and there's contact as Rise sweeps around the outside. Karma resets track, just gets off the line, doesn't want to cause an incident between Broughton or Adoro Tay. It's terrible timing for Karma as he gets spun off the podium. Rise has also had an excursion through the gravel, got some dirty tyres, the yellow flag came out for a moment. I can't lie, I just thought Adoro was sideways for a second, but my eyes did luckily deceive me. Both cars with DRS now on Broughton, who has inherited the podium space. Of course, if these two fight too much, it will bring Prix back into the fight. I'm not sure quite why they've lost touch with Broughton. Might be to spin, slow stop, any number of things. Karma with the DRS on Adoro, who does not have any. Karma has a look at the inside, but chooses to not make the move. Of course, Broughton does have damage, so whoever wins this fight could very well go up there and challenge Broughton. Verde disconnects at the worst possible opportunity for the Alpine driver. That will completely put him within range of Broughton, who's going to get the move done nice and quickly. Karma looking every which way to try and get past Adoro. As Adoro makes a mistake, Karma to the outside. Karma gets it done before turn 9. And he is going to run off into the sunset. Rise's AI, I think that was, takes him into the pit lane. So that promotes Karma back up onto the podium. It's not the start that Rise would have wanted for his championship charge this season. Yellow flag as Animal dropped it in the second sector, and so has Rocky at turn 4. Now Reese is going to be the car to come across that scene of the accident, but that Williams stays nice and out of the way. That car didn't look to go, so we will have to be a bit careful coming up on them as Pixels also has another spin. So, lap 12 out of 18, Karma will be looking to put pressure on Broughton now. Of course, Broughton, big bit of front wing damage after some unfortunate contact with Party. 1/10 minute, so Karma looks to the outside. We'll have to mind the unnecessary Broughton, they both make contact, both spin! Adoro Tay gets them both as Broughton uses the rest of his wing. Prix also gets past, promotes them to the podium as a full safety car gets deployed here in Austria. It will be a soft sprint to the end, and I'm going to go and invite Rise, because I don't think he's back in. So, full safety car on lap 13 here. Will be in, I assume we'd see everyone coming for the pits as Dorado has put hards on. Not quite sure on that strategy, but Reese is the first going to the pit lane. Follows the Aston Martin of Pixels. Now Adoro, I've seen him stay a few times under these safety cars, but he takes the choice to come in. Prix will also follow, I would assume, followed by Karma. English would be next. English choosing to stay out, wants to take the track position. Is he going to be able to jump the current race leader of Reese? No, he won't. He's going to be in P2. More cars behind. Salmon stays out. Verde stays out. Dorado coming in, changing those hards to the soft. Carly will not let you back in. You should be able to press... when you're in the spectator screen, if you press X and then find yourself, you should be able to take control. If you press X, go on to this menu, then I can click on Dorado and I can press that take control button as Prix gets disconnected at the worst moment for them. What is their AI doing? Prix joins back in. I'm not sure what their AI is going to be doing here. Just have to make sure they are in fact ghosted. Yep. It lets Dorado go past. But this is a very peculiar F1 glitch. I've never seen this before. The AI is having a big problem with that Ferrari, it seems. It goes grayed out. When you got into the lobby, did you press join session or spectate? You need to press join session. Frisch's car is having a very interesting moment here. And they would be the last car to catch up to safety car, meaning they are going to fall right to the back of this grid. Be interesting to see what happens when Reese sees their car here. Oh, Reese almost running a bit deep. Of course, I have to stay on the track, and we're just dealing with the broken Frisch apparently. So that car will now officially drop to the back of the running cars. That's so unfortunate for them. They were having such a good race, and now it's all come apart in the dying stages. They were what, P3 before the game disconnected them? Safety car comes in this lap. It's Reese leading from English, from Adoro, from Salmon, from Verde, from Broughton, from Karma, from Dorado, Party, Animal, Pixels, Banana, Curly, and Frisch. I'm not sure what's going to happen when this game gets these cars going again, but let's find out. So, Reese will be able to take the pack any time from now-ish. When will he go? Now, he will go now. He's got Pixels to act as a buffer for him. So, Adoro and English are going to be immediately fighting someone. Adoro up the inside of English, but it's not quite going to happen. Adoro, big slide. English stays ahead on those slightly more worn tyres. Broughton and rides wheel to wheel behind as Adoro looks to get past English properly. Adoro lunges one up the inside into turn 3. There's a broken Frisch. That's going to scare some drivers every lap. Adoro gets past English as Broughton gets past Salmon P4. Of course, Reese is in a very nice situation as the AlphaTauri and the Williams of Adoro and English again side by side in front. We have a lovely helicopter camera to let you view this battle. OJ English looks around the outside, won't quite be able to get it done. Now Broughton is going to want to be looking to get past that Haas. The McLaren of Salmon has spun into the gravel. And this is the point where English might be regretting not boxing to take fresh softs. English and Broughton. English and Adoro again, side by side. English looking at the outside through turn 1, takes the position but gets a slower exit. That's going to bring Broughton in. They're 3 wide on the run to turn 3. Broughton gets both of them. A fantastic move from the Ferrari driver, proving why they belong at the front of this field. But Adoro is not yet ready to give up. And neither is Rise. Rise on the back of English. Rise up the inside. Tiny bit of contact. Cars get stuck together. Karma gets both of them. Oh, Karma and Rise. Huge accident. It's a repeat of Raikkonen and Vettel in 2020. Was it 2021. Heartbreak for both drivers at the last possible moment as Rise gets a 10 seconds, which very cool game. Very nice, very not broken. But now it'll be Adoro trying to close in on Broughton here. DRS gets enabled. But has Broughton done enough? Has he built a big enough gap? It's the final time of asking if Adoro wants to take that P2 space. And now Dorado, who has been a bit in the middle of nowhere this race, finally fights his way up to P4, trying to go around the outside of English, who makes a mistake. Has to be careful to avoid the Ferrari of Prix, and Dorado easily takes the position off English. Animal next in the Haas looking to try and make a move. It's a 10th between them. Ultimately backs out of making any moves. These two will be fighting tooth and nail, but at this point, there can only be one victor, and it is Rhys Simo who will come home to win the opener of FVC2 here in Austria, followed by Broughton, Adoro, Karma, and it'll be Dorado against English to the line, or English against Animal, even English. Animal Party will be next, followed by Salmon, but there are a few penalties coming to this, so Rise comes across with a 10 seconds, Salmon from Rise. Karma will be next after a hugely unfortunate accident with Rise Verde. 35 seconds back from the Alpine driver. Carly came from 12th with Banana in 13th, and Freisch is now registered as being in the pit lane. So assuming there are no more dramas in the final two corners of this lap, it will be Karma to take home the final point in the Mercedes. Makes it nice and slow up to the line. Slightly a celebratory donut. And puts that car perpendicularly across the line as his closest rival, Pixels, takes an excursion through the gravel. It's been an amazing race here in Austria. Pixels also looking to do something celebratory, goes for a slight burnout across the line. So, Rhys on the top step of the podium. It's a robotic celebratory it's a robot. Oh, I've completely fluffed that. We'll save that line for another day. So, Rhys takes an exceptional win in the McLaren, followed by Broughton in the Ferrari and Adoro Tay to round out the podium in the AlphaTauri. Dorado took 4th, and from there it was English, Animal Party, Baker, Rise Verde and Karma to round out the top 10, with Pixels, Curly, Banana and Freisch and Panda to round out the bottom 5. Thank you for joining me tonight. We will see you next week for Miami! I can remember the calendar. I definitely didn't have to check that.